Good morning. Yeah, well, hospital officials now calling this a double failure. They say they first lost power during the height of the tropical storm that was coming in on Monday. The backup generators kicked in. Those were all right for a while. And then last night, something happened. There was some sort of miscommunication between those backup generators and the hospital itself, and those communications blew up, leaving this entire building behind me in a total blackout. And you can see the power is actually still out here. That door that you can see here, they're having to operate that manually. Normally, that's a door that is operated with power. It's not doing that right now. Take a look at this video. Our cameras were rolling as two babies were taken into a waiting ambulance. They were bundled up, surrounded by firefighters. The building here, this houses an OBGYN unit and a NICU, as well as other patients needing round-the-clock care. So time was really ticking for firefighters and emergency responders to get everybody stabilized. 241 patients were affected by this outage, 28 of them critical. The emergency response, of course, made even more challenging because there were no lights, there were no working elevators, zero visibility on all 6 floors of this building. Now, fire officials say they started getting calls about 11:30 last night for an automatic fire alarm that was going off, but when they got here, they realized they had a large-scale emergency ahead of them. Again, 241 patients were inside at the time of the outage, 28 of them critical. We're told all of those patients have now either been transported to other hospitals or are in the process of being transported. At a briefing that just wrapped up a few minutes ago, the president of the hospital explained how all of this started. Listen here.
We are in the mode of investigating that. We don't know the cause of the double failure that we had here of the hospital yet, other than the fact that we had a major storm that hit us here in Southern California.
Again, no lights, working elevators when firefighters got here, really complicating their efforts. Fire officials also say one person got stuck inside of an elevator when the power went out, but they were able to rescue that person as well. Now, we are told as well that a baby girl was born during this whole process. We've been reporting this all morning, but we've just gotten new details from that press briefing. Baby girl, she is healthy. Mom and dad, who were both present at the time, are both healthy as well. They were told that medical staff had to set up a whole network of battery-operated flashlights to illuminate the room. They were bouncing light off the ceiling, making sure that whole room was illuminated so that it was a successful delivery. That it was. We're told everybody is doing okay. So there is some light, some silver lining to all of this. They are doing all right, but still very frightening for all the people who were inside when this happened, both when the storm hit and then last night, and of course during that process of getting everyone out in those stairwells because the elevators were not functional. So still a developing story and still a lot of questions here. We'll continue to press for answers. For now, reporting live in Boyle Heights, I'm Chelsea Edwards. I'll send it back to you guys.
Such a dramatic scene. It sounds like something that would be scripted for television, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chelsea. Wow.
It's wild.